Hello, everyone. My name is Christian. Welcome back to my hobby blog. I'm somewhat excited because, as you can see, I'm sharing my screen. This was posted on Friday on 4chan, but I saw this Reddit post here, which you can see on r/freefolk. This is the wide open and lightly subreddit, lightly spoilery. I don't know what they mean by this, but talk about anything related to Game of Thrones, George R. R. Martin's books, and also the show and all that, all the different shows as well. And I have been waiting for Winds of Winter for a very long time. I did a video back in 2023 when we thought it was going to come out, and it never came. But this post was submitted on 4chan, I guess, April 10th, which was Friday at 8:46 a.m. And this is, I don't know what to think of this yet. So what I want to do today is read through this and kind of give my reactions after I read the full thing. So without further ado, let's get into it, see what we can glean from this, because this is a very sort of, I've seen this before. I'll say I've seen these type of posts before, and it never comes out. I mean, Winds of Winter is still not out, so as you can see, it's just kind of like I'm very kind of ambivalent right now towards this, but I wanted to kind of talk about this because I haven't talked about the books in a while. I haven't really talked about Winds of Winter, anything like that, so I was like, hey, why not? So, okay, I've been sitting on this for months, and I really can't anymore. I'm a production assistant at Bantam Spectra. Been here for years. I'm not going to post any proof because I actually want to keep my job. The manuscript was delivered internally in January 2026, not a partial, the actual full thing. George R. R. Martin apparently finished it sometime in late 2025, and the silence from his blog has been intentional. Marketing told him to go dark. We have been in full editorial and layout pipeline since February. The official announcement is embargoed until Comic-Con, but we know he's going to announce it on his first blog because he doesn't give a F, with the actual release window being around fall. They want those holiday sales. Makes sense. The book is long, like long. Thing, A Feast for Crows and A Dance with Dragons in one book. I won't say the word count because that alone will identify the source, but it's about 1,600 manuscript pages. People will not be disappointed on that front. The marketing team has been talking about a coordinated campaign that involves HBO, so there's probably content planned to drop alongside the release. I'll let you guys figure that out. I'll check this thread for a bit, but I won't confirm or deny details that could identify me. Don't ask me stupid shit. And yes, Blank is back, and that's one of the characters who may or may not have been killed at the end of Dance with Dragons. But yeah, this obviously caught my eye when I woke up this morning and was just perusing, scrolling through Reddit, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, this might be fun to just talk about on my channel because this is something that obviously we've all been waiting for since 2011. I think 2015, 2016 was around the peak of my anticipation with Winds of Winter, and then after that it was pretty clear to me that it would be a long time before it released, and here I am a decade after that, and we still have no sights of the book. So first and foremost, production assistant at Bantam Spectra, I assume they'd be able to track who that was, who made this post. One of the first things that I think of when people say something like this, like an sort of an exposition at Y company, I'm always like, okay, well, I don't really believe it as much because that's sort of like it's kind of like an appeal to make us, the viewers or readers of this post, kind of trust in the person. And one thing that should be noted is that George R. R. Martin has been very clear since even before Dance with Dragons came out that he would never play games with release dates. And that's one thing that I think a lot of people forget because he does not like these type of games where this is mostly the paragraph down here that says, well, it's these two paragraphs. It's saying like, official announcement is embargoed until Comic-Con. I don't know. I don't personally believe that George would allow that because he's been very clear about the moment that he finishes the book and sends the manuscript off to the editors, like he is going to announce it on his blog, and we haven't had that announcement yet. So I'm very kind of suspicious of this right now. And it says that they know he's going to announce it, but if he actually did finish it in late 2025 and then send it in January 2026, here we are 3 months later, and he hasn't said a thing about it. I personally think he's busy with the Mad King sort of play, whatever's going on at the British Theatre. It looks really cool. I have no interest in going and see it. Maybe there'll be a cool filmed version of it. That's probably the only way I would watch it. But otherwise, I think that's why he's been busy. I mean, he's been enjoying the limelight. He enjoyed doing the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which was late last year, doing all the press for that, and then early this year, so he's been busy with that. It does make me wonder if he did finish it, though, in late 2025, because he's been busy since then with all this press for the 2 shows. And this part here, where it says that the silence from his blog has been intentional and marketing told him to go dark, again, I don't feel like he would actually follow that, because from past posts on his Nada blog, he is very clear that he does not do that. So, I don't know. Announcing it at Comic-Con, I mean, unless they're going to announce it like after a trailer or something, or show a trailer for the book, I don't know. I just don't think he's going to announce it at Comic-Con. They may do, at least not for the first announcement. Maybe for the second announcement, when they do like a cover and they reveal who the audiobook narrator will be, like all that kind of details. Maybe they do at Comic-Con. That would make more sense to me. But for the initial announcement, I think he's going to do it on his blog. And it makes sense that they want to release it around fall because, of course, holiday sales. I think even 15 years later, since A Dance with Dragons came out, and about a decade or 7 years since the show ended, I still think there's a sizable amount of people who will buy this within the first month or two, and especially during Christmas. I think that is a sure bet, in my opinion, that this book will sell like hotcakes. It will be an amazing, amazing release. And what makes me excited, if this is true, is that this book is about like A Feast for Crows and A Dance with Dragons in one book. That is massive. That's about as big as To Green Angel Tower by Tad Williams, which had to be split into 2 volumes, which I think they should be doing for with The Winds of Winter, is just letting George write as much as he wants and just publish it as 2 big books and still consider it book 6. And because I know George doesn't want to do that, because in his head, it's going to be releasing both 6 and 7 at the same time. But that's not how, I don't know, that's just not how it works in my head in terms of releasing a part 1 and part 2. They're not book 7. So, I don't know. Anyways, HBO is going to do a coordinated campaign. That, I guess, makes sense. Maybe they'll get some of the people from the show to do the audiobooks ever since Roy Daughtris has died and he's not able to do it anymore. I don't want them to use like some bullshit AI in order to recreate his voice. I don't want that. I want them to just get someone from the show to do the audiobooks. Maybe they could have like a full cast audiobook. That would be cool. And then they put in like sound effects and stuff. I don't know. But what do you guys think of this? I'm very kind of suspicious of this, of course. I've seen this type of post before where they say one thing and it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. I would more likely believe leaks about a TV show, House of Dragon or Night of the Seven Kingdoms, than I would believe in this because, again, George R. R. Martin is very clear that he does not play games when it comes to announcements. And I think his blog being dark does not have to do with people telling him, like, hey, don't, announce it yet. I think it has to do with the fact that he's just busy doing the Mad King play. So I really want to know what you guys think. I don't think it's coming out this fall. There's still time to have it come out this year because George R. R. Martin has mentioned that he can get basically like the team in Bantam, they can get the book out within 3 months of him sending the draft. And if he actually did send the draft in January, why would it not come out in the summer? So that's why I'm thinking that like it's not out yet. Maybe he's close. Maybe they got like a lot of it and that he's just doing final touches. That's possible, but I don't actually believe it. I don't think that he actually did turn it in because again, like if he did deliver in January 2026, he would have announced it because he's done that before. He did that with Dance of Dragons, and that was a really long production history as well. Not as long as the Winds of Winter, of course, but just the way that this is done, like I'm very suspicious. I would love the book to come out this fall. That'd be an amazing 30th birthday present to me. Would be the Winds of Winter, but I don't believe it. Let me know what you guys think. This has been kind of fun to go through and kind of give my thoughts. Yeah, let me know what you think. Comment below, and please have a great rest of the day.